You want me to do some handstands, cartwheels? Last morning, folks. What do you say, Jerry?
Crunch time. Need to make it happen. Mornings have been the best. So I feel like if we don't make something happen this morning, we gotta.
What if we see a little Sonoran dick? Anything under 4 inches is a Sonoran dick.
Well, a greater Sonoran dick that might have 2 points as opposed to 1, as opposed to a lesser Sonoran dick that might have just 1.
Last charge of Jerry Pritchard.
Last charge. We got to make it happen this morning, I think.
Thanks for being here, folks. We're going to make it worth your while.
Southwestern monkeys.
One's a nice buck.
Oh, that's easily the nicest buck we've seen. He's heavy too.
Every day we've hunted our way in here, we've seen some deer, but they've just about always been does. Well, this morning we're hunting our way up to our glassing spot, and there's a really nice buck up here with a group of does, and I'm hoping they're gonna stay right there. So the plan is Jerry's gonna stay here with the spotter, and me and Dale are gonna go up and around and try to get in shooting position. But when we're out of their sight, it's impossible to tell what happens. So that's why we're gonna keep a guy down here, keep an eye on them. So if they leave, we're not up there wondering what happened.
As luck would have it, 5 minutes after Randy and Dale took off, the deer decided to go on up and over the top. So Dale and Randy are going to get to a vantage point, and then we'll try to do some signals about what happened here. But unfortunately, the deer decided to move shortly after Randy left, so he's not going to know it until he gets way over there that they've moved on him. But they moved over the hill, so hopefully they didn't go far, and he's able to get on that ridge.
We got to get up high and around so that the deer we bump go that way and not this way. Dang it. Tough terrain to cover in 10 minutes. We've got a buck right here below us, but he's not the one we're looking for. About 260, 270 yards. There's deer all over in here, but we got to get one more little saddle to where those ones were feeding up to the ridge. So we're going to drop over on this side, and I know our wind is going to spook all these deer, but hopefully it'll spook them this way. And then we can see what's in that next little drainage. Because if we don't do it pretty soon, they're going to be in their beds, and we'll never find them in their beds.
Randy's now made it over the crest of the ridge, and he's heading in the right direction from where I last saw that buck go. So keep my fingers crossed. I think him and Dale are in the right place. Know whether they can catch up with those deer or not, I don't know. They're about 20 minutes behind him, but he's in the right spot, so let's keep our fingers crossed.
As he went through,
I lost him. He's just behind that rock. There he is. He just went over.
he went over into the other side. That was him. Bad part is these Coues Deer usually run for a mile. I don't know if we'll catch them. Once they move for a long ways.
I could have shot a buck right there this morning. The other buck was with his doe. 5 bucks came out of there this morning. Yeah. We found where they are. Oh well. What do you do? Try your best. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Off you go. If I was part of a pioneer party or Lewis and Clark, I'd be the guy in charge of mending clothing and stuff, not killing food. I've heard people ask, and I asked the question one time, why does everybody wait for a Coues deer to bed before they go after him? I now know why. Because the best thing you can do is wait for him to bed with a landmark and work your way in there. Well, I'm convinced there's a bunch of deer up here. So there's two encounters with the two biggest bucks we've seen. If I hadn't had to wait on the camera, I'd have been giving Big Hank a victory lap.
It's getting ugly around here.
I don't think that's the way that it went.
You'd vouch for me, wouldn't you, Jer?
He wasn't even there.
Yeah, I have to, Randy. It's just the way it is.
Us old guys stick together, Dale.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I like Dale, I'm going to have to side with you, Randy.
If we're going to be 100% honest,
Yeah.
I spotted both the two bucks that
Yeah.
you wanted to pull the trigger on.
I know. No.
No.
I spotted the one this morning.
Well, yeah, from a long way off.
Right.
But when we got up close and personal,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you should spot him. You skyline yourself right on the frickin' ridge. Well, it's easy to spot him when you skyline yourself. I'm there sneaking through the brush like a rabbit.
if you can't see him, you can't kill him.
Yeah, but if you skyline and they take off running, just in case anyone's wondering, it's always the camera guy's fault. Is that right, Jer?
Yes.
See?
Yep.
Sorry, Dale. Here.
Nope.
146 in 1 minute.
Gonna start moving. They're gonna start moving.
Right, we got 1 minute before the big rush hits. So
Oh,
according to the Lunar table.
I wore my eyeballs out, so I had to give them a brief rest.
Sorry to wake you up, but
No worries.
I'm grabbing my spotter right now and further.
Now's the time.
They probably all have a similar.
Oh.
And they probably all woke up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Hey, Jer.
Yes, sir.
It's 2:47. The 1 hour peak period, afternoon period, has expired. How many new deer did you see in that 1 hour period?
I can't say as though I saw a new deer in that 1 hour period.
I saw that many new deer in that 1 hour period. So my theory is this whole lunar solar table stuff is a bunch of horse hockey. That's my thought. We tried. I found a buck right there. You can't see him?
No.
Let me see, maybe I bumped it.
Where on the hillside is he?
You see that scree slope from yesterday? He's in the same spot the buck was bedded yesterday.
Oh, at the top of it, darn it.
See, he's a great big one. I probably would hike over to that rock pile we were talking about there and see if I could get in a prone position and roll him down the hill.
Can't hardly commit to that. With that one, though, unfortunately.
No.
You might booger one on the way over there. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but boy. Well, it's a buck. That's one more than we've seen for the last 2 hours.
Yeah. You get to a certain point where it's not about filling tags. I mean, we could have filled a tag today. It's about the people that you get to spend the time with.
Amen.
And the memories, and the storytelling, and the chuckling, and the...
And seeing new landscapes.
Yeah, and the new places.
Yep.
Neither of us had ever been here before. But next time when we come, we won't be able to say, I've never seen this place before.
But then the storyline is, it's revenge time.
The reckoning.
The reckoning is there.
Well, I think right here, this little piece of dirt here, I think we should try to patent a mining claim or something right here, put our name on it.
The cows are going to come through here and wonder why there's no grass here to eat. We've been beating it down for 2 days. But all good.
We got about an hour and 15 minutes.
Need to make it happen soon.
If we don't, well, I've spent 5 days under worse conditions, having less fun.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we'll have enough points again soon.
yeah.
And this time we'll have a little more recon.
Yeah. hopefully the audience understands it. It's a lot of times the places we apply for tags is for the benefit of knowing they're easier to draw. Like, we didn't need as many points. We got tags 4 and 5 out of 150. That means we were at the top of the point pool. I don't think we got to burn so many points next time. But the benefit of having places where you can draw it every second year or third year is you start to learn it. And you start to learn it. And pretty soon, it's like, all right. So I suspect next year or next time we could go to school on what we learned here. And
this habitat's so good, and there's so many deer around here.
Yeah.
So it would take. I can't imagine this only getting better, especially with the number of fawns that we saw.
Yeah, every doe has a fawn. Crazy. Well, let's give her
We got an hour left.
The final push. Shoulder to the wheel. We got to get the wagon over the hill.
I'm gonna get head back to the.
All right. I wouldn't want your glassing chair to get cold on you there.
I think the sand has run out of the hourglass, Vin.
I think you're right.
What I can say, because of the way these eyeballs feel, it wasn't for lack of looking. So to tell you how much I was exercising these glasses today, I actually spotted a road runner running through the woods. Huh?
Well, as Lewis and Clark would say, the fatigues were many. But we have nothing to show for it. Other than a lot of smiles, a lot of good time, and a few opportunities that I didn't cash in on, and a few opportunities I probably could have cashed in on that I don't regret. Really appreciate y'all being here, following along. You know, if you hunt enough, you have some hunts like we've had this year where everything rolls your way, where you get the lucky breaks, and maybe it seems like you pulled the rabbit out of the proverbial hat. And then, sooner or later, you're gonna run into one of those hunts where, try as you may, hard as you work, as much effort as you put into it, you're just gonna have one hunt, 2 hunts a year where it didn't quite work out. And anyone who hunts enough, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This happened to be one of those hunts. We worked hard, made a few opportunities through hard work, created a few events where we maybe could have had some opportunities that were slam dunks but just weren't what we were looking for. We go home a little bit smarter for our effort, and thankful for the opportunity with great friends in great places, hunting and doing the things we love. Appreciate you being here.